vectors. So I told you this newtons, number of newtons, this number will and this unit will give you magnitude, right?
Yes, sir.
And this F vector can be written as 10 newtons or 5 newtons. I told you 5 newtons.
Sir, sir, I think, sir, we completed till bigger the length, bigger the magnitude.
I
Till
got
that.
it. So from there you are having doubt. I'm
Yes,
giving an example.
from there only we completed, sir.
Then
And that day network issues happened, sir.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Here you see, I've written some force vector is force can be measured in terms of newtons, right? I've given
Yes,
an
sir.
example here, matlab 5 newtons in each direction. So there is a magnitude description here and the direction description, okay? And force will follow vector law of algebra, vector algebra. You don't worry about it. We will see what are the vector algebra. So here this magnitude will be given in the information is how many newtons, which is the unit, right? This unit and this number
Yes,
will give you magnitude. And this east will give you direction, right? In east.
Yes, sir.
Now, carefully observe here. This, if you divide this 5 newtons with 5 newtons, what did I do?
You divided, sir, with 5 newtons.
Divided, right?
Yes, sir.
What will happen? This will become 1 or not? 5 newton by 5
Yes, sir.
newtons.
Yes.
In what?
In east.
That means this is nothing but direction or not? Force direction or not? Force magnitude I am
Yes,
not
sir.
saying, but having one direction. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is represented by a very important symbol called as cap, F cap. F cap means it will have the direction of force vector, information about direction. Having how much magnitude?
1.
1 unit magnitude. For example, if you know 1 rupee, any 1000 rupee note means 1000 times of 1 rupee, right?
Yes, sir.
5000 rupee means 5000 times of 1 rupee, right? 1 lakh means 1 lakh times of 1 rupee. That means 1 rupee is the basic unit, right? Similarly, F cap is nothing but Chaprabha. Class lo number important. An important agenda. Negative or positive? ఒకసారి అయితే డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన ఫోన్ చేస్తాం ఓకే
Yes, sir.
what I want to say is in east, right? So F cap will give you direction, only direction and unit magnitude. What is that? Direction and unit?
Unit magnitude.
1 unit magnitude.
Magnitude. 1 unit.
So now for suppose this is one cap, okay? Example, you can see
Yes,
it.
sir.
I can keep this red pen also. I can keep this
Yes,
blue pen also. Any pen I can change. But this is one cap, right? Like that,
Yes, sir.
this is F cap will give you information about 1 unit vector. Very important. Understand it. What is a cap?
In any direction.
Not any direction.
In any direction.
Not any direction. This is F direction in the east. F vector is going in the east.
Yes, sir. So F cap means either it can be west, east, any direction, yes, sir.
In exam it can be any direction, but I'm telling you F cap will give you here one direction specific, that is east here in this question. Whatever the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here in the description,
Yes, sir.
F cap will give you direction.
It is east.
If you want to
Yes, sir.
describe any vector in the sense, any some other vector, suppose you want to say 3 meter per second square is what acceleration, right? Magnitude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you want to describe some acceleration in the direction of east, can I multiply or not 3 meter per second square? This will become what? Acceleration vector or not? What is the direction? East or not?
East.
So if you have a cap with you, if you multiply with 3 meter per second here, if you have a cap, you have one direction, and you can write any other vector in terms of this cap or not. That means cap will give you direction. And if you have any other vector in the direction, you can multiply with that magnitude. You will get that vector. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You got it? Suppose if velocity you want to write, I can write this as, suppose 5 meter per second in east. If I want to write, carefully observe, can I write this as 5 meter per second into f cap or not? F cap is nothing but what?
Yes, sir.
One
direction.
one magnitude into its direction.
Into direction. Yes,
So
sir.
this f cap is also called as
Unit vector.
unit vector. Will give you one direction. Not one, sorry, forget. Forget. Unit vector will give you magnitude of one unit having a specific direction. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If you want to write any other vector in this direction, you can multiply with this unit vector cap. What is the f cap here? Some other cap might be there. Into that magnitude, if you multiply, you will get that vector. Got it?
Yes, sir. So
You-
if unit. So can you repeat the definition? Say unit vector will give.
It has one unit of magnitude and has a direction and gives you information about the direction of the given vector.
Yes, sir.
This unit vector concept is quite wonderful. Okay. That means node point you can write. If we know a vector, if we know a unit vector, what will you know? Then we know a particular
Direction or
direction. Yes. Now, can we write any vector in terms of passing through this in this direction in terms of this unit vector or not?
sir, I didn't get it.
Now, can we write any other vector going in this direction in terms of this unit vector or not?
Yes, sir, we can write.
Yes, that's what. Now we can write any vector in the direction of unit vector. Okay.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Now, did you understand the importance of unit vector?
Yes, sir.
If you have any unit vector, any other vector which is passing in this direction can be described in terms of this unit vector and its magnitude multiplication. And what is the magnitude of unit vector? 1 unit. Okay. And another important thing, if you want to get unit vector, that is force vector here in the given question that I have given, that is, what did you do? You have taken f vector, right?
And direction.
Vector, when I write, you got the direction also. When I gave the symbol, that is a vector only.
Okay.
There I told magnitude 10 newtons in east. That representation I have done. Magnitude and direction. Got it? This is simply you can represent like this also. What did you do? Divided by 10 newtons, you did or not?
Yes, sir. To make it as 1 Newton.
Then dividing by 10 newtons is nothing but it's dividing it by its own magnitude or not?
Yes, sir.
So very important. Can I write like this or not magnitude?
Yes, sir. We can write
So F cap formula you can write like this. That means you divide the vector with its own magnitude, then you will get that unit vector in the direction. A very important 5-star formula. How do you get a unit vector? One of the way I'm telling this. If you know the vector, divide it by its magnitude, you will get its unit vector.
So can you read the second point, sir? Now
we can write any vector in the direction of unit vector, which is passing in the direction of unit vector. Got it? This is another 5-star concept. But shall we go ahead?
1 second, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you observe one thing carefully.
Sir?
You observe carefully. What we have realized is unit vector is such an important concept. If you know the unit vector, any other vector you can represent in term which is passing in this direction in terms of this unit vector, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means, for example, just for your fields, sake, I'm telling, there are 3 of your friends. One goes to X place in X direction in Chennai. One goes in the Y direction. One goes in the Z direction. So if you want to go to any place in that direction, you'll if you sit behind her scooty, she will drop you, right?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if you go into Y place in any direction, any magnitude in Y direction, you will sit with another friend.
Yes, sir.
So in that way, if you know the with one unit magnitude of that direction, you multiply with any other magnitude in that direction, you will get that vector in that direction. Got it? And you don't think about statements, just think about the field. That means if I have some cap, suppose here in this given example is F cap, I have east, right?
Yes, sir.
If I want to say Tirtha is walking with 5 km/h velocity in east direction, I can write velocity of Tirtha is what? It should be in the vector form or not?
Yes, sir.
Velocity, whenever I say velocity, it's a vector form. So in which what is the magnitude of Tirtha velocity?
5 km/h.
So what is the direction?
East.
Instead of east, I can write F cap, because F cap will give you information
Yes.
about east, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now if you say Ganpati is accelerating with 3 meters per second in east, so my acceleration can also be represented in terms of F cap or not? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So if I say a force of 35 newtons is applied in east, I always don't need to write east now. I can apply as
F cap.
F cap. That means if you have F cap, you have one direction in your hand. You can multiply
Yes.
any other vector, that is here velocity.
Any vector.
This is velocity of Tirtha is one
Acceleration.
vector. Acceleration of Ganpati is one thing, and a force of
And
35 newtons is in the east is one thing. All 3 are different vectors, but I represented in which terms?
F cap terms.
By F cap means nothing but
Un-
1 unit
unit-
magnitude, 1 unit magnitude,
Unit vector. 1
And-
unit magnitude and direction.
one direction, one particular direction.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
I hope this is clear for you.
Yes, sir.
Any other vector going in east can be described with this F cap. That's what I want to say.
Yes, sir.
Now, that is our east, west, north, south is there. But in general, in our world, we see any direction can be represented in x-axis, space, any point in, wait, I will get you through it. Is it nice?
Yes, sir.
That is so good. Nice point. Shall we go ahead? I'll make all the experiments for you. Let me check. Okay. So now you say any point in space or any direction in space. That means east, west, north, south means this is the flat surface. But you top, bottom also you want to mention, right?
Yes, sir.
So for that, which is a general, a standard unit vectors are there. Any unit vector will be there. That is different. For us to describe any vector, we have some standard
Unit vector.
we created. But in our 3D space, can we describe it by x-axis, y-axis, z-axis? Anything can be easily described with respect to x, y, z, isn't it? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
I take this as positive z and this is negative z. Okay. Any point can be described or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
For example, if you are going, suppose in case this is east, this is west, this is north, this is south. Example I'm telling you. Always I don't describe in east, west, north, south, because you know direction means east, west, north, south. I'm writing there to for you to get related. After practice
Yes,
and all, you don't always relate east, west, north, south. Okay, you relate
Yes,
with x cap or standard vectors. Standard vectors I will tell you how. So can we describe like this: east, west, north, south? Are these the four directions or not?
yes, sir.
That you know. And this is this which direction? It will become as northeast. This will become which direction? Like this. On this
Which
plane,
one, sir?
this direction, right? In this
Sir, I
plane,
can't see.
this direction. This is north. This is east. In between of northeast. You know northeast?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Northeast.
Now like this, if we go in this plane, in this horizontal plane, okay. This direction, what is? Southeast. So all directions are covering in XY or not here? XY plane.
Yes, sir.
How much degrees southeast? How much degrees northeast? All will be covered or not here?
Yes, sir.
Now, not only these directions, you might also go in this direction, right? Flight is there, airplane is there. Flight, will it go on only horizontal road? It can also on.
No, sir.
So you can have.
Stop it.
So it's not that key or force will only apply on east, west, north, south direction. You can also apply in the upward direction, downward direction. Also, you can apply or not.
Yes, sir.
That means in our 3D plane. Wait. In our 3D plane, if we have x, y, z axis, any point or any direction can be easily described or not.
Yes, sir.
These are the standard axis. What are the axis? Standard axis. Standard axis is x,
Y, Z.
and this will be minus z direction, and this will be minus x direction, and this will be minus y direction. Got it?
Sir, your pen is not working, sir, I think.
Why?
Because I can't see anything on the screen, sir, what you are writing.
No, x.
No, sir.
It's working, Rebani. X, y. Can you see?
Wait, sir, I'll send you, sir. Nothing is written.
Why,
Only before
what happened? Light. Tirtha I'm writing. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Can you see Tirtha that I wrote here?
No, sir. Now I can see, sir. Now I can see.
Okay. You can see Tirtha?
Yes, sir. Now I can. Before, not able.
Okay. You can see anything I'm writing here?
Yes, sir. Now I can see.
Okay. Carefully observe now. So this x minus x, y minus y, z minus z. So all the directions on the horizontal plane will be covered. Now, vertical plane also can be covered with plus y minus y. Okay. So anything in the 3D space, any direction can be described in x, y, z easily or not?
Yes, sir.
So now what our mathematicians or physicists, they have done is some standard vectors they have taken to describe. In x direction, it is plus I cap. Positive I cap is in positive x direction. That means if you want to say anything in going in the positive x direction, you can multiply with the magnitude into I cap. You will understand that it is going in the positive x direction. Like how there we have done f cap for east. Example.
Yes, sir.
Again, like that j cap they have introduced for plus y axis. And again k cap they have introduced for plus Z axis.
Yes, sir.
So now can you uh, 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 write some examples so that you will get understand how to write vectors? Force vector is equal to, suppose example, a force vector is there, 20 newtons magnitude is there along positive y-axis. What is this? Force vector is there, which is having how much magnitude?
20 Newton
Which direction?
plus Y.
Positive y-axis. That means how I will describe is F vector. What is this? F vector is equal
A
to
vector.
magnitude is 20 newtons into, I can write this as J cap.
Z cap.
Not J cap, J cap.
Z.
J
J cap.
axis. Y axis means J cap,
Yes, sir.
not Z.
Yes.
Z axis means K cap. I J
Yes.
X Y Z. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So now, what I want to say is, like this, can you write some vectors if I'll give you?
Yes, I can read.
Oh, B, okay. 10 meter per second velocity along negative Z axis. You describe.
Sir, negative Z axis means which cap it will be, sir? Positive Z axis means K cap. Negative means?
Minus K cap, that's it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Next, 15 meter per second square acceleration along negative x-axis. Okay, 30 newtons of force along positive y-axis. So, can you write them examples just for
Yes,
you
sir.
to understand how to represent vectors?
Yes, sir. So for second one will be vector velocity vector is equal to 10 meter per second minus K cap. Third one be acceleration vector is equal to 15 meter per second square minus I cap. Fourth will be force vector is equal to 30 Newton Z cap.
This is minus I cap, okay.
Yes, sir. Minus I cap, and that will be
Force vector is
last
equal
one
to
will be
30
Z cap.
plus Z cap. That means, okay, the Z cap I
Yes.
can write. This can also be represented as, because minus here or here, it doesn't matter. So you can represent something like this also, minus 10 meter per second K cap. That is nothing but 10 meter per second in the negative Z axis only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Like this minus can be represented here also, okay?
15 minus 15 meter per second square I cap.
That doesn't mean, that means 15 meter per second square in the negative x
Yes,
axis.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got it? You understood how to
Yes.
vectors has become simple, right? In what way they have to represent?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But this is just a trailer. We have a lot to discuss, a lot of movies that we have.
I know, sir. It will be much more difficult after that.
No, I am telling you how first you should have become familiar, because why vector students will confuse is I'll teach this detail only one time. So want to revise, you have to listen to the recording again. Okay.
Sir, will you send me that recording link, sir?
I will send it.
Yes, sir.
Now, A vector plus with triangle of vector addition. What is the triangle of?
Vector addition.
If A vector plus B vector is equal to C vector. I told you, right? Vector algebra will be there.
Yes, sir.
There will be a lot of rules, but one very important is how to add vectors.
Add.
In
Yes.
that add vector, there is a law called, what is it law?
Triangle law of vector addition.
So I'm triangle means 3, right? Here also I'm writing 3. A vector, that is one vector, and B vector is another vector. If you add 2 vectors, another C vector is coming.
Yes, sir.
I have represented. Now,
So the units can be same, sir, or different unit vector
has to
can
be
be also added?
has to be same, because A vector, B vector, C vector should be similar vectors. Force vector or acceleration vector.
Yes, sir.
You cannot add
Yes.
one vector with another vector.
Yes, sir.
So now, how to add geometrically? Shall I solve? Shall I solve?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just suppose if this is a vector, that means one vector having A vector having magnitude A, okay, in this direction. Example, one direction. There is another vector B, like this, some random other direction, okay, B vector
Yes, sir.
having B magnitude. So how to add both of them, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now make a note point here. A vector, if a vector is shifted parallel to itself, the vector does not change without changing magnitude and direction.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
That means, suppose orientation also should not change, okay? Rotation, nothing should not change. Suppose example, there is like this a vector, right? Some x vector having x magnitude. Now, if you shift this vector parallelly means you're not changing the rotation or anything, okay? Without changing length, magnitude, or direction. Like this you can shift, or otherwise parallelly means like this you can shift, or otherwise parallelly means like this you can shift. So no direction is changing, okay? This is this direction only, this direction only, okay? So parallelly if you are shifting without changing length and without changing the direction or orientation, the vector will not change. Got it? The vector remains the same vector. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That means if this pen is there, without changing the direction, without rotating like this, if I'm making the same pen move parallelly like this anywhere, and if I take it anywhere also, the vector will not change. Okay, the direction or
Okay,
orientation should remain same. These but there are some vectors you cannot change like that. In we'll study very lightly in future. Those are called as localized vectors. You have to fix there only.
So what it is called?
Localized vectors. Localized means there
Localized
only
vector.
you have to fix.
Yes, sir.
So otherwise, general vectors we can displace like that and make the problems.
Yes.
Okay, shall I go ahead?
Yes.
So now, there another node point is there. Go for it. You understood one point? What is that one point?
Yes, sir. If a vector is shifted parallelly, then the vector won't change its magnitude.
Parallelly without changing its magnitude, without changing the
And
length, direction or orientation. So you just shift it parallelly, the vector will not change. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, another note point you take. How to find angle between vectors? How to find
Angle between vector.
angle between vectors? Okay. Angle between vectors. Join two vectors. Join two vectors. Tail to tail. Then the smaller angle between the vectors will be known as angle between the vectors. Okay.
So,
Oh,
so is the weather cool there?
It's raining, Ray. It's not. It's more than rain. I know it has stopped, but it is raining continuously.
So you have over a sweater, no, sir. That's why I asked.
That's it. So you've written point, right? Note point.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. The two vectors here, A vector and B vector, is there. Two vectors like this. How to find out the angle between the vectors? Okay.
So you have to join the tail to tail and
that first thing. Join means it's not like whatever way you can. Join means you have to shift parallelly. That note point you remember. Without changing magnitude, direction, and orientation. That means I can shift this vector like this. Got it? Will there be any change?
No, sir. Parallel.
Okay. In my lengthwise, if I would have written some difference in length, don't worry. But actual reality, no, you should not change. Okay, vector will not change. Vector will not change. So now, can I write this as B vector or not?
Yeah.
Because I have shifted parallelly without changing magnitude and direction.
Yes, sir.
So now I join tail or not easily.
Yes, sir.
So now there are two angles here. One is a bigger angle, another is a
smaller angle. We have to take the smaller angle.
This is the angle between the vectors. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But
so every line cannot be joined, no, sir. Only if they are parallel, they can be joined.
No. If someone asks you, suppose I told you this is A vector, suppose P vector, this is a Q vector, okay?
Yes, sir.
So how to find out the angle between vectors means you can do two things. you can slowly exactly same direction you can shift like this parallel. Is it parallel or not? Like that.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm telling you, parallel means you carefully observe. This is a parallel or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I shifted without changing anything. This is, I can write this as q vector. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, two angles are this bigger one and smaller one. This, which is, this one is the
Small, we have to take.
alpha. This is angle between vectors P and Q. Got it?
Yes.
You have to shift any one vector or both vectors. You can shift whatever. For example, suppose this is a x vector and this is a y vector. Got it?
Yes.
I shifted x vector like this. Parallelly shifted. You have no worries, right? Like this parallelly shifted x vector.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
y vector also I parallelly shifted. You don't have any worries, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the angle between vectors. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So any one vector you can shift or both vectors you can shift and join without, how shift means what? Without changing their magnitude and direction. And you will join the tail to tail, then the smaller angle will be the vector angle between the vectors. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So smaller angle means definitely the vector angle will be 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 180 degrees. Make a note.
Yes, sir.
It cannot exceed 180. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you got it now?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Another interesting observation I want to tell you. Look, slowly when you become practiced and when you understand things, you will be able to relate. So there are two vectors right here, P and Q here, like this.
Yes.
I can shift parallelly without changing magnitude and direction, right? You remember?
Yes, sir.
So can I shift Q like this? Will there be any problem? Parallelly, say along the same line, right?
Yes, sir. You can shift.
Can I shift P also like this?
Yes, sir. You can.
Now you know from geometry, you know this is the angle between vectors according to the node point or statement I gave,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
But according to geometry, this both angles should be equal or not? Vertically opposite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That means in definition wise it is tail and tail. If head and head also angle between head, if join head and head, if their head and head are joined, angle between them also is a
Will
angle between the vectors.
equals vectors.
Angle between the
So
vectors.
shall
Got
I
it?
note it, sir?
You can note it or you can remember it. It's up to you. That means it's not a definition, but in your mind you should be able to understand if head and head is there also, you don't need to again shift them and all. Directly you can find the angle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you understood this one thing? No. What are the conclusions that you have understood in this page or in this last 10 minutes? You tell me from
Sir,
statements.
yes, sir. So first one is that triangle law of vector addition. It states
I did
that
not teach you. I did not teach you. Triangular vector addition is heading I kept and I went to two important points. I will teach you what is triangle of vectors and all.
oh, okay, sir. I thought that addition of two vectors gives the third vector. That's
Is a third vector, but how it will happen, I will tell you.
okay.
For
Okay,
that, you
sir.
need some information, some important note points. That's why I've given these note points. What are the points?
Yes, sir. When a vector is shifted parallel to itself, the vector does not change without changing its magnitude, direction, and orientation.
Got it?
Means if we are yes, sir.
Tell me, explain.
So if we shift the vector parallelly, so the same vector will remain at the shifting vector point also.
It does not change. You can consider it as a B
Yes,
vector only. Okay. Next.
yes, sir.
How to find out the angle between two vectors? What will you do?
Yes, sir. If we join two vectors tail to tail or head to head as we have studied now, the angle between the smallest angle between the two vectors will be the angle between the vectors.
That is one point. Can you join in whatever the way you want?
No, sir, parallelly we have to join.
So the vectors will not change. Okay. So shall we go ahead? Addition of vectors.
Yes, sir.
I told you some example. So the addition of vectors is, I told you A vector plus B vector is equal to some
Plus B
result.
vector is C vector.
Now carefully observe A vector. Example, some another B vector. Okay. How to add these vectors? Here, you should join. Join means you have to shift parallelly and join without changing its direction. Join tail of one vector with the head of another vector.
So, but
Well, then अभी क्या करना है? हम्म, हम्म, ठीक है. What will you tell him then? Okay.
sir, but we have to join the tail to tail only, no, sir?
That is for angle finding out angle.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Addition here, I'll tell you. You'll be able to relate more also. So then you join the tail of one vector with the head of another vector. Okay. That means you can shift parallelly like this. Same direction, right?
Yes, sir.
Then there will be one free tail and there will be one free head, right? Be careful, observe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you join that from tail, you keep from tail, you go to head. Then this is called as the resultant vector, right?
Oh, okay, sir.
Example. Other way also you can do. You can suppose this is there A vector, sorry, like this A vector is there. B vector I am shifting parallelly like this. Okay. Both of them also you can shift. Did I shift or not parallelly?
Yes, sir.
So now, sorry.
So, but here angle to
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Slowly, every point I induce in your body, mind. Okay. So you should be able to remember and utilize in the problems. Then automatically you will become perfect. Okay. A vector I have done. I have shifted A also in this day, and I'm shifting B also in this way. Sorry. So now I can shift B. I should join one tail with other head, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can shift B like this or not, parallel to
Yes,
itself.
sir.
So now there's
Now
a
you have to join that.
free tail or
Yes,
head.
sir. Now you have to join that both.
Carefully observe. This one and this one will have same length. This one will have same direction also. Carefully observe. They both are parallel. Matlab, in my drawing might not be there, but in reality they'll be there.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this way also you can add. This is also resultant vector. Either one vector you can shift or either two
So,
vectors you can shift.
sir, this R, that green R and this R will be both parallel.
Same. You carefully see direction, how their direction orientation. Matlab, error might have been there in my drawing, but in reality they will be in the same direction. Matlab,
Okay.
parallelly they'll be there.
They're parallel. Yes, sir.
And magnitude also will be same. Length will also be same.
Yes, sir. Magnitude will be same.
So that means
So I'll write that, sir. I'll
you
draw
write
that.
shift both the vectors parallel to itself or any one vector. What are the two steps? Step 1 and step 2. I'll tell you. I've shown you, but I'll tell you in statement if you can write. These in exams they will not ask. These points they will not ask in exams. Okay.
So they will not.
Huh?
So they will not ask to add, sir. Add the
No,
vector.
no, they will not ask you what is step 1, what is step 2, nothing.
No,
They-
sir. No, sir. Just
they-
for studying, I'm writing.
They will not ask this whatever I have done also, but in complex problems you have to use these techniques to solve the problems. But for you to solve complex problems, you should know what is basic things, right? Fundamentals. If you know the fundamentals, you cannot apply only there. What is vector, right? In exam, how they will ask and all, I will take you through all those models. Don't worry. Okay. Got it.
Yes, sir.
So
So the step 1, sir. Can you
step
repeat
1,
that?
I shift both the vectors parallel to itself or any one vector.
Yes, sir.
And arrange them in such a manner the tail of one vector should be on the head of another vector. And arrange them in such a manner the tail of one vector is on the head of another vector. Step 2. Now join the free ends. Join the free ends tail to head with a new vector. Tail to head with a new vector. Then this new vector will represent the resultant of addition. कपड़े धोने के लिए दे रहे आउटसाइड 2 दिन में मिल जाएगा. So with now join the free ends tail to head with a new vector, then this new vector will represent the resultant of addition of it. You tell me in the given diagram, this diagram, what is the resultant, what is the two vectors that got added? Why are you taking this much time?
Sir, that free ends I'm finding. Sir, I think that B is the resultant vector.
Yes. Is it B? Is it B? Free vector will have 2 tails here, 2 heads here. Carefully observe. Observe here that R vector is having connection with another tail, tail with another tail, head with another tail. You observe?
Yes, sir.
Here also, A vector is having tail connection with B, and A vector is having head connection with C. So A vector is equal to B vector plus C vector. You carefully observe. B vector tail to head, C vector tail to head, then the resultant will form from tail of B to head of C. You got it or not? No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You did not understand?
No, yes, I understood it now.
Resultant will have two tails, two heads. Observe, which has two tails, two heads.
Yes,
A has two tails, two heads here. Just for your understanding. Otherwise, you carefully observe. B vector is from here to here. C vector joined tail to the B vector head and went from here to here. And the resultant will be drawn from this tail to this head. Got it? I hope this is clear for you now. How to identify.
Yes, sir.
But I'll tell you, don't worry about it. A vector, for suppose. This is B vector. And this will be the resultant or not? Example.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As it have two head and two tails.
That carefully observe now. Displacement is a vector quantity. Do you know? Or?
Yes, sir.
So now carefully observe. If you have gone from A, there are 3 points in Chermany. A, B, C, for suppose. If you have gone from, started from A point and went to B point, is this a displacement vector or not?
Yes, sir.
Then from B you started and you went to C position like this. Can I represent like this or not?
Yes, sir.
Now what is your displacement? Actual displacement. Where were you displacing from? Resultant. For displacement, it is starting point important and final point important. So can I draw this resultant is AC or not like this?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand vector addition, how it follows easily?
Yes, sir.
I taught you what is vector addition, how to draw vector addition, how to geometrically or diagram wise, graphically. And I have shown you some example also. This displacement time, how you will adopt. You got the answer or not?
Yes, sir.
Can you relate them or not?
Yes, sir.
Now shall we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So I'm giving you a question. Find the angle between the given vectors with the help of angles given. So, for example, this is 45, this is 45, this is 90. Now you need to give information about angle between P and Q, angle between Q and R, angle between R and P. Okay. Question. Can you do it?
Sure, you have to shift it parallelly and join it, then only you have to find it, sir.
You do whatever you want. I'll tell you, but you try your mind out. Because in physics, when you apply your mind, then I teach you, then you'll remember. Otherwise, you'll forget. This is any other thing for you, right?
Okay, sir.
Isn't it? When you try it out, when I explain, you'll remember, or when generally
Yes,
I explain, you remember things. Teacher teaches.
So when
You listen from morning to evening. How many classes, how many points you will actually remember?
very less points.
But if you do it something and then I explain, then there is a chance of remembering if you revise it again.
Yes, sir.
Try it out. Shifting you want to do, in which way you want to do, it's your wish, you do it. Shall I explain? Shall I explain? Okay. So this is P vector, right? To find out the angle, what we know, either tail should join or head should join, right?
Yes, sir.
Here is the tail joined or head joined, P and Q.
No, sir.
So
No, sir.
I have to shift right. So
Yes, sir.
can I shift parallelly like this?
So if you shift it
Like this?
Yes, sir. Even you can shift like that, or even Q can be shifted like this also.
Like this also. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Not a matter. So here head and head is matching, here tail and tail is matching. Okay. In
Yes,
this.
sir.
So then this is 90 degrees. The angle should be 90 degrees. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then another one. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. Q and this is Q and R, right? Okay. Q and R means here Q and R tail and head are there. What should you do? Either you
So
can
we can bring the tail there.
here like this, right?
Yes, sir.
This way we can do. So what is the angle here? If this is 45, you know this is 180, right? Linear angle.
Yes, sir. 180 minus 45.
That is 135. That is 135. Over
R and
R and P means again you have to shift.
we can shift like this.
This way also
Yes.
you can shift, or otherwise this one also we can shift like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it. So if this is shift, this will become what? 180 minus 45.
180 minus 45. Yes, sir.
I hope you understood how to solve.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No. And a very important concept here. Concept in the sense ki, a kind of thought process or approach which has been designed to make our problems more and more simple. Carefully observe. So I know, you know this, A vector plus suppose another B vector is like this. This will be the resultant vector or not, R vector.
Yes, sir.
Suppose there is some A vector like this. Now A is added to B, then did we get R or not?
Yes, sir.
Like that, if any vector is there, I can represent it in the form of two other vectors addition. Will you see it out?
Yes, sir.
Be carefully observe. There is a A1 vector, okay? And A2 vector. Add both of them, will you get A vector or not? This A vector.
Yes, sir.
Will you get or not?
Yes, sir.
A1 vector, tail to head, and again tail on head. A2 vector, and the resultant will have two tails and two heads. That means first vector's tail to second vector's tail. Can I write this as A1 vector plus A2 vector plus A vector or not? Is equal to A
Yes,
vector
sir.
or not? Now carefully observe. There is A3 vector. There will be A4 vector. If you add A3 plus A4 vector also, I think you got A vector only.
A vector. Yes, sir.
Now carefully observe. A5 vector. A6 vector. Adding A5 vector plus A6 vector also, you got A vector only, I think so.
A vector. Yes, sir.
That means any one vector can be represented in terms of addition of two other vectors or not.
Yes, sir. Two other many vectors means any.
There will be a infinite combinations you can write like
Yes,
this.
sir. Yes, sir.
Of two other vectors.
Infinite
addition,
combination of any two vectors.
any other
Yes.
two vectors, you can add both of them and get the resultant vector. That is our vector, our star, superstar.
Yes, sir.
Right? Right?
Yes, sir. So can you tell me the statements?
Not statement, just it's an explanation. One vector can be represented by summation of any two vectors with infinite combinations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in many combinations are there. If three sides are there, if three sides are there in a triangle, which triangle you know a very important relation?
Pythagoras theorem.
That's good. That's nice. So Pythagoras theorem, you know, that's why, and also you have sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, all these terms.
Yes, sir.
So to find out anything, it will become easy in which triangle? Relation.
Right angle.
That's awesome. So if same A vector, many combinations are there. Tirtha, but one combination is will have comfort you. I think this combination might give you a better comfort.
Yes, sir. Right angle.
Then if I A1 square magnitude square plus A2 square, that means length of the A1 square plus length of A2 square will give you
A.
length of A square. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I can write this as A1 vector plus A2 vector is equal to A vector, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
you
now
called it as spade, sir. We call vector as spade, sir.
what vector as?
So you just now called A spade, A1 spade plus A2 spade.
No. I'll tell you. A1 vector plus A2 vector is good A vector, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, A1 magnitude I can represent as small a, that simple A. A2 magnitude I can represent as simple A2. Sorry,
Yes,
A1.
yes,
Like this A vector's magnitude I can write as simple A.
yes.
So now length will be represented by that magnitude. Magnitude will be represented by the length I told you, right?
Yes.
Now you carefully observe. From this right angle triangle, you can remove the arrows and find. Well, can you represent like length like right angle triangle or not?
Yes, sir.
Love for relating magnitudes I am writing. This is understood.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes.
I know length will represent the magnitude, that is all. So from right angle triangle, what is Pythagoras theorem?
A square is equal to A1 square plus A2 square.
Got it? So like this also, magnitude you can relate. If you know A1, A2, you can get A. If you know A1, you get A2. If you know A1, A2, you can get A1. That means A can be written as, can I write this as root over A1 square plus A2 square or not? Here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you understood the relations? Length of the hypotenuse, that is length of the resultant is equal to root over length of the first vector square plus length of the second vector square. Got it?
Second vector.
So now carefully observe. Suppose there is a vector x-axis, y-axis. Because I told you any vector can be represented in terms of what? 3D space.
Plane
I cap,
figure.
j cap, k cap. I told you, remember it? 3D
Yes,
space.
sir. Yes, sir.
Here you carefully observe. Suppose there is a vector like this. Well, I taught you this one. Suppose there is 10 newtons in this direction, is what will you write? 10 I cap will write.
Yes, sir.
If there is 5 newtons in this direction, is write 5 j cap will write. But these are very easy. But in case some vector is like this, some vector is like this, or some vector is like this. Got it? Now parallelly shifted. Okay, don't worry. If this vector is like this, I shifted parallelly like this. Okay. Okay, Tirtha.
Yes, sir.
I shifted this vector parallelly. Do you have any problem or issue?
No, sir.
So this vector, I want to represent in terms of x and y. That means I cap, j cap, k cap terms. Now carefully observe. Can I write like this? this vector and this vector addition as the resultant, that whatever the vector you want. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can write.
So now if carefully observe, can I take this as some theta, angle theta? This vector making some angle theta with the x-axis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the magnitude of this length? Tell me in triangle.
Which
Here,
one, sir?
this one. I'm writing this
10.
as, wait. Later on I'll tell you. This is A1 vector, this is A2 vector I'm writing, okay?
Yes,
Can I write this as A1 vector plus A2 vector
plus
is equal
A2 vector is equal to A vector. Yes, sir.
in magnitude, tell me. A square is equal
10.
to A1 square plus
A2.
A2 square. This is 10 is some, no, this is some example. So, got it?
Yes, sir.
Now carefully observe. That is A is equal to root of A1 square plus A2 square. So now, A1 vector magnitude I'm taking it as A1 and A2 vector magnitude I'm taking it as
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A2. To carefully observe, A1 vector is along which direction? Here you are,
I cap.
positive x direction. A2 vector is along which direction?
Z cap. That is
Z cap,
Y.
Z cap or J
J
cap?
cap. J cap.
So can I
Sorry, sir.
write A1 vector is equal to magnitude of A1 like into I cap, because
Yes, sir.
you have written 5 newtons in x direction.
5
means
Newton.
You have written 5 Newton I cap. Here also magnitude is how much? A1
A1.
I cap plus
A2
A2.
J cap.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you observe carefully. I have represented some random vector in terms of I cap and J cap. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Got
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. So we can represent any vectors in terms of I cap or Z cap.
I
Means
cap,
in
J
unit
cap.
vector terms.
Not only I cap, J cap, I cap, J cap, K cap. Suppose here it is only one plane. If the vector is in three-dimensional plane, you will get it as something into I cap plus something into J cap plus something into Z cap. K cap.
Yes.
Now, what is the magnitude if they ask you? A1 magnitude, sorry. A vector magnitude is equal to what is nothing but root over whatever x component is there. That is A1 square, right? This is nothing but x.
Yes.
This is called as x direction component. Okay, I will teach you while going ahead. So this is A1 square plus A2 square or not? A magnitude is. A1 is what?
Yes, sir. Yes.
In x direction or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
A2 is y direction component or not? This you can write it as A1 square plus A2 square. That can also be written as root over x component square. That means x direction magnitude square plus y component square. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now carefully observe.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
no.
does A will have a direction, sir?
A will have a
A
direction.
vector.
That direction we can.
That is I cap plus Z cap. We can represent like that, sir.
This is a vector. It is given this much in x direction, that much in y direction.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir. But we can represent in the form of I plus Z like that only, no, sir?
This is a vector representation. That is
A.
A1 I cap plus A2 J cap. That is a vector representation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, okay. That is a vector representation. So now carefully observe from diagram.
Yes.
This is A. This is A1. This is A2. From diagram, you tell me what is A1. For what is cos theta? Tell me. Cos theta from the diagram.
cos
A1
theta
by
is hypotenuse by base. A.
your trigonometry. If you don't study, I will.
A1.
Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Cos theta.
So
Adjacent
base
side
by base by
adjacent.
hypotenuse.
Adjacent side, adjacent or base. No, you cannot say it is base.
Yes, base by hypotenuse.
You cannot say, because suppose in this diagram you tell me this is theta, this is x, sorry, this is some r, y, x. You tell me what is cos theta from the diagram.
Cos theta will be x by r.
Okay, then it's okay.
No,
This is,
x by y, sir.
that is, I will tell you, matlab, your trigonometry is weak. Or where are you studying mathematics?
Nowhere, sir.
You're an MPC student, right?
Sir?
You're a mathematics student only, right?
Yes, sir.
Why
Yes.
nowhere mathematics? You're so strong in mathematics.
Oh, I thought, sir, in tuition, sir. And school I'm studying.
And trigonometry did not teach.
Yes, sir, they taught us.
Okay, I will try to do something for you in terms of mathematics. Okay. Cos theta is adjacent side. That is theta. This is hypotenuse. Whichever 90 degrees opposite side will be there, that is hypotenuse. The largest side here, 90 degrees opposite side will be the largest side, that is hypotenuse. Theta's adjacent side is here. This is adjacent side. But theta opposite side is will be there, opposite side. So cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. From this diagram, adjacent side is A1, hypotenuse is A. You know this, sin theta is opposite side. For theta, opposite side is A2. Here.
Perpendicular by hypotenuse.
So hypotenuse A. Got it. But you don't remember like this, perpendicular, base, because base means generally what we remember is this side, right?
Yes, sir.
But here theta for cos
Mostly theta side.
theta will be in this side mostly. You want to say?
Yes.
No, theta can be anywhere there given in the situation. So you remember like this.
Theta can be
Or theta in
adjacent by hypotenuse.
adjacent side by hypotenuse, opposite side by hypotenuse. I don't know. I have never studied in that language. Okay.
No, sir. The teacher told us to remember in this like Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole.
क्या नहीं रे
Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, like that. So perpendicular base, hypotenuse, perpendicular base, like that.
अरे, but theta if they change you will get confused रे. You could not say what is perpendicular and what is base in the diagram. You tell me what is perpendicular there in the second diagram that I have shown.
Sir,
Okay.
perpendicular y and base is x.
Okay, then why did you tell me wrong?
So I got confused.
So you will get
First-
confused. The point is every time you take theta and you observe what is the opposite adjacent side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will be the bigger side. So adjacent side by hypotenuse is cos theta. Opposite side by hypotenuse is sin theta.
Yes, sir.
What is wrong in remembering like that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because every time you cannot keep on drawing perpendiculars, which is clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How will you how did you identify this is the perpendicular? I want to ask you.
Which one, sir?
How did you say this? This is matlab,
opposite of theta, sir. Opposite of theta will be perpendicular.
is it? So then that's what I'm telling you, right? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, whatever it may be, you carefully remember sin theta cos theta. From this diagram, why I oppose that method is you did not tell me properly what is sin theta and cos theta. What it will not make much time here. So what is cos theta from this diagram? Tell me.
Cos theta is A1 by A.
So can I write A1 as A cos theta?
Yes, sir.
What is sin theta? From the diagram. Diagram you tell me. Don't
Sin
see my.
theta is A2 by A.
So can I write A2 is equal to A sin theta?
Yes, sir.
So now carefully observe. I can write A vector as A1 into I cap plus A2 into J cap, right? Now what is A1 magnitude? If I know A cos theta into I cap plus
cos theta.
A sin theta into J cap, right?
Yes, sir.
So then this is another way of representation. So this is also called as AX I cap. That means X direction component into I cap plus AY J cap, Y direction component into J cap. So this AX has become to be A cos theta, AY has become to be A sin theta. In this diagram, not every time, because depending upon theta, that value will change, okay?
Yes, sir.
But this is called as resolution of vectors, which is very important. That means a vector is there, how you resolve into components, horizontal component and vertical component. Whichever angle you know there, accordingly you will resolve. But this resolution is quite important. You need to know trigonometry, basic trigonometry for it. Here, this AX has become A cos theta, AY has become A sin theta. This is called as resolution of vectors, a very, very important term. In physics, number of times you have to use this in solving many problems based on physical quantities who are vectors. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
And another diagram, what is tan theta? Tan theta will become as from the diagram. From the diagram, what is the tan theta here from this diagram?
A2 by A1.
That's okay. If you cannot say like that, you can tell me A2 by A1. This is A2 by A1. That is nothing but can I write this as AY by AX in the description I've given here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That can be written as, can I write this theta is equal to tan inverse of AY by AX. Tan if you send to the right side, it will become tan inverse, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is quite important.
So
So
simple mathematics is only used in physics, no, sir?
Simple mathematics only. Is this stuff whatever I'm using now?
No, sir.
But if you want to crack the exam, your mathematics marks also should be good. Then only you can crack. You can go to the good mains exam. Okay, good college. Okay. So similarly, if it is in 3D space, you will write the vector as resolve it in the terms of three components. That is AX I cap, AY J cap plus AZ
K cap.
K cap. So the resultant will be like that, root over AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the way this analysis you need to have in your mind in finding out problems in future. Okay, in solving problems in future. Shall I go ahead?
Yes.
Shall we discuss in the next class?
Yes, sir.
1.5 hours we have taken, I think. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
6:15 we started, right?
Yes, sir. We have started at 6.
Yes. Tomorrow we'll have a class. Okay. Thank you. But you have to revise all these points because it will first time I think that you might be listening to all these concepts.
Yes, sir. First time.